Hey there, this is James for James Shipway Guitar and welcome to another rock soloing tip lesson. Today we're going to look at how you can look for clues and licks that you know so that you can start to really supercharge your improvising in your solos. Often when we come to play a solo, we're playing the right notes, but there's something lacking. Our playing just doesn't sound as good as the guys and girls that we hear on recordings. So how can we fix this? Every time we learn a lick, it's giving us a whole bunch of clues about things we can use in our own playing. So we don't just have to learn a lick and copy it and spit it out the same way every time. We can use it as a way to kind of harvest material for our own playing. Let me give you some examples. So say we're using the A blues scale down at the 5th fret. I'm just going to use this scale shape because everyone really knows it. So that will work great on any rock song in the key of A minor. Now let's say I had a lick that went like this. A lot of the time people would just learn a lick like that and they'd try and play it the same way every time they used it in a solo. But if we look at it on a slightly deeper level, we can get so much more out of it than that. Let's look at the parts that make up the lick. So I'll say that's the first sort of chunk of this lick really. So what we can now do is take that chunk out of the lick and use it as the sort of framework for all sorts of ideas of our own. And this is how we can build a great sort of style and vocabulary so that when we improvise, we don't just run out of ideas. What I'm going to do now is over a backing track, I'm going to see how I can sort of twist that idea around and mold it into all sorts of new ideas. So let's have a listen to that. So hopefully you can hear there that whilst I'm playing a load of other stuff as well, I'm kind of basing it around the sort of skeleton or the framework of that fragment of our original lick. Let's look at the next part of this lick. So I'd say another important part of this lick is this bend here. Now this is a really important bend which we hear in all the playing of the great players, and I'm sure you probably use it too. It's really common. But what about putting on our backing track now and seeing how many different ways we can use that bend in our soloing ideas? So you can hopefully hear then that I've taken that bend out of that lick and then I'm kind of trying to recycle it into some of my own ideas. So we've gone a long way from our original lick and we've also gone a long way from just learning something and trying to just duplicate it, spit it out the same way every time we play a solo. These bits that we get from the licks like this are kind of clues about what to do with our scale shape. So next time we then play a solo using that scale shape, we're unlikely to just kind of wander around it playing the notes in any old order. We'll remember these key things we learned from our licks and we'll start to use those as a sort of basis for the ideas that we play in our solos. Now if you've enjoyed this lesson then you might be interested in a brand new rock guitar training course which I'm running next week. In it I'll show you loads of powerful ways to supercharge your rock solos. There's loads of cool licks and technique tips which you can take and start using straight away, and I'll also give you the backing track which I use in the lessons so that you can practice over it. If you'd like to take part then you can click the link underneath this video and enter your email address on the next page to reserve your seat. But hurry because it does go out in just a couple of days time. If you're too late and you've missed it, don't worry, click the link below and register anyway because I'll be running it again very soon and you'll be one of the first to know when I do. So I hope to see you in the free rock training sometime very soon. Thanks a lot for watching this lesson, I really hope it helps you out and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.